Hi, I'm Ryan Orr. I'm a dirt rider test rider, and I went out and destroyed this 2003 YZ250 two-stroke. I was out riding in the sand. I was going to race that day. I was in unclassified, and I can hear it detonating. I can feel it detonating. All I want to do is make it back in time to get some race fuel and maybe figure out what premix I needed to run. A different ratio, and basically I melted my piston and scored my cylinder. Millennium Technologies was kind enough to fix the scoring, deep scoring, and mess that I made, and actually made the cylinder look brand new again. Then Vortex Pistons gave me a matched piston to go with it, so we're going to rebuild it. Okay, first things first, we have to put the rings on, and first you locate where the ring pin's at, and there's a letter on, or number I think, but I think it's letter on the ring, which basically means face up. So take the ring, slide it over the top, bring it around, and then set it in. It doesn't have to be there yet, not until we put the cylinder on. So put the first one on, put the bottom one on obviously first, and then move on and put the second one, letter up. And right now is a good time to put in just at least one circlip. A lot of times you can just do it with your hand, get it sit in there first, as well as pull it in and set it in there. The thing you don't want to do is score the side of your piston. Some people use needle nose pliers, or you can use, they have a better tool for this, but we don't have one right now, so we're just going to use our hands. So I slid it down in, now just push it in, and you heard it snap in, and kind of feel around, make sure, and look around to make sure it's in that groove, that way it doesn't pop out or anything, especially when it starts getting hot and riding it. You gotta make sure it's set. Okay, we've obviously removed the cylinder, and then we removed the base gasket, cleaned it up, and ready to install the new base gasket. Make sure the pins are down for setting the cylinder on and into place. Okay, I like to take, and you want to lube the bearing. I use two-stroke premix. That way it's not dry, and I mean the bearings usually come oiled or pre-done, I think usually, so I just put a little extra on. I take and I do the same thing to the pin before I install it. And right here there's the arrow pointing forward for that goes towards the exhaust, towards the front of the motor. So place this over the top. And my clip is on this side, so I will put in the pin from this side, line it up, get it in, and now I'm going to install the other circlip. Okay, I push this circlip in, I just heard it click, and then I check all around to make sure it's not out of the groove at all, so it won't pop out during riding. Okay, now that I got the circlips safely in and no way to drop them down to the bottom end, I pull out the paper towels. It's my little safety net. And next thing you do is you lube the piston up with some premix oil, so that way it doesn't go in the cylinder dry. Okay, right now I'm going to install the cylinder over the piston, and I always like to drop it down low to give you enough room here to put the cylinder between the frame. And then I locate the green keeper pins, and that way I can pinch them down to get the cylinder over the top. And just wiggle it down. And it's there. You can also kick through it, and there it is. And the next thing I like to do is check to make sure the piston goes up and down smooth with no like catching or metal grinding sounds or anything like that, and it's good to go. Then I go around and just install the nuts. There's 4. Okay, next thing you want to do is find out how tight to tighten these nuts down, and the best way to do it is to find your service manual. You open it up, it's got everything. It'll tell you the foot-pounds of the cylinder nuts as well as the head. The cylinder ones on this particular model are 30 foot-pounds, and for the head they're 18. Grab your handy-dandy torque wrench, put it on, torque them down to 30 foot-pounds. Okay, next thing to do is install the power valve arm to the power valve. Get it started. Next thing you do is install the cover. Put your gasket on. I like to put a bolt in or two, that way it helps line it up. Start tightening it up. Okay, next thing you do is make sure you put the O-rings on, then you install your the head. Place the copper washers. Okay, I got the torque wrench set at 18 foot-pounds. You go in, you gradually tighten them up. I like to go in a star pattern to get a equal surface space on the head down to the cylinder. Okay, we just finished buttoning up, putting the cylinder and head on. All we have to do now is spark plug, put the carb on, finish buttoning up all our fluids, and get it fired up, go do a heat cycle, and get out on the track. We want to thank Millennium Technologies and Vertex Pistons. If you have an issue like we had, go check them out.